Hey guys, it's me, I'm back, and this is, well, as the title says, this is my YouTube inspirations, and I don't want to keep making these like top 5 videos and stuff like that, but at the moment this is kind of what's in my head. So, I've got 5 YouTubers who have, well, they've inspired me to either start making content or to keep making content. And it's not just technology YouTubers, it's also vloggers and stuff like that as well. So, starting off is, again, one of the people that's not a technology YouTuber is Charlie McDonald, also called Charlie Is So Cool, like here on YouTube. He is a very prominent British YouTuber, or at one point he was. Charlie Is So Cool, like, blew up years ago, probably close to a decade ago at this point, about his how to make tea video. And I'll put a link to it in the description below, but it was so funny that is the reason that he blew up. So yeah, Charlie Is So Cool has been a YouTuber for so long. He's one of the first YouTubers I ever saw, and the reason he inspires me is because his content has changed so much over the years, but his drive to produce that content has not wavered one bit. Sure, he might take months off and he might only create a couple of videos a year now. That doesn't change the fact that what he wants to make, he makes, and he makes it to the best of his abilities. He's also got a pretty cool cat named Gideon, so helps as well. Next up is a female YouTuber. Her name is Hannah Witten. Hannah Witten, who, again, I'll link to her channel in the description, is so amazing. She is sex positive, she is body positive, she's everything positive. And she's a great YouTuber to watch and just have a laugh to, and words don't express how great Hannah is and how much I enjoy watching her content. I found her a couple of years ago, and again, seeing how much she's changed through then is kind of miraculous. She's also just come out with a book, which I believe was only actually released last week or so, and she's, as of I think yesterday or the day before, just finished touring for that book. Her book is called Doing It, and as you can guess, it's all about sex and relationships and stuff like that. So Hannah Witten is one of my favourite female YouTubers. I say female YouTubers, she's one of my favourite YouTubers in general, she just happens to be female. Now on the list is when we start getting to the technology YouTubers. Now, some of you may know this, some of you may not. My channel was not originally a tech channel. I deleted all the videos on this channel before it was a tech channel, which is why it still got the name Ditsy Dom. I didn't have the foresight to change it, and one of the reasons I didn't think to change it is because of this next person, which is Mr. John Rettinger, also called John 4 Lakers. For the longest time, John Rettinger's channel was John 4 Lakers. I believe it's now the TechnoBuffalo channel. At the time I thought, it's cool, don't worry, I won't care when people just say, oh, your thing is that's cool. And I also assumed at this point YouTube would allow you to properly change URLs to custom ones, and at the time I wasn't allowed to for multiple reasons. But this next person, John Rettinger, is so cool. He's one of the tech YouTube OGs, one of the originals. He's cool, he's calm, collected. He's always trying to make better content on the website side of things as well as the YouTube stuff. They have fought hard legally as well as content-wise and consumer-wise and everything. He's always hiring new people to make better produced content, and it works. When I sit down and I watch a TechnoBuffalo video, I can see the amount of time and effort that went into that video, and that's something I want to be able to portray later in my videos. Next up is actually a lot more of a modern YouTuber, and that is Mr. Michael Fisher, aka Mr. Mobile. Michael Fisher, again, this channel in the description below. If I remember correctly, Michael came onto the technology scene in 2011, 2012, for YouTube, and he started with Pocket Now, and I was hooked. Guy had an amazing voice, great on-screen presence, actually framed his shots properly. He didn't just do like top-down views. Like, he actually put a lot of effort in, and he's also funny. He's suave, he's always up for a laugh, he's always sending gifs, and he's just there to help. He's given me so much inspiration to continually just try and better myself. Whether that's doing the best with what you've got, or like thinking about things from a different way, or if I'm like really stuck in a rut or anything like that, just try to help me look at it a different way. Michael does some amazing stuff. And again, I'll post a link to his channel down below. And again, you see the quality of his channel, the quality of his content, and you can see he has fun doing it. And it's obvious when someone has fun, and you'd think it'd be obvious to obviously try and make sure you look like you're having fun in videos. Sometimes it's easy to fake, sometimes it's not. And Michael is either a much better actor than I take him credit for, or he is genuinely enjoying what he does. And lastly, my big YouTube creator inspiration is Mr. Philip DeFranco, also known as Philly D. And there is a reason that I love watching Philly D every day. I watch the Philip DeFranco show every day it's out. And there's one reason behind that. The host himself, Mr. Philip DeFranco. He does not give a shit about being politically correct. He tells it as it is. I won't say he's non-biased. He has a bias like we all do, but he portrays his content, and it's not him telling you something. As he said, it's a conversation. He tells you his views, he asks for yours, he replies in the comments. Words don't work. He's so cool. He won't bow to pressure. He's just gotten out of his MCN, who I believe was Discovery Digital Network, so I think he's creating his own news network or something like that, or another news show. That when this person does content, it's something I want to sit down and watch. It also helps that he's hilarious to watch. He really knows what he's doing. He's got some fantastic editors, and again, he has fun doing it. You can see that, like, sometimes during the news shows, that some of the stories really get him down and really annoy him. But again, he tries to stay as impartial as possible and tell you his view, not how you should feel about it. So that was it. That was my list of 5 content creators that really inspire me here on YouTube. Tell me in the comments below your creators that you feel the same about. They don't have to be new, they don't have to be old, they don't have to be in the same field. Like I said, some of mine are technology and some aren't. These are some of the YouTubers that have that have made me want to be the YouTuber I want to be. So as always, you can find me at mobile_dom, everywhere important. You can get me on Twitter, on Snapchat, on Instagram. You can even find me on Mastodon. I'm at Dom there. It's the only social network I've gotten on early enough to get at Dom, and no one uses it. But anyway, at mobile_Dom, everywhere important, and until then, see you next time, guys.